Good morning, dear brothers and sisters. When I was in primary school, somewhere in standard 4 or 5, I picked up cycling. I was very confident of myself and I was excited. So each time my mother asked me to go for a grocery shopping, I would not hesitate to cycle there. But one day, my mother told me very clearly, Precila, do not cycle, but just walk to the shop because you have just picked up cycling. But I did not listen to her and I chose to ignore her voice. I cycled, I fell, and I hurt my knee. My knee was injured. Later did I realize that my mother's voice carried wisdom. Her voice carried protection, and her voice carried love. But I did not recognize it. Because I did not recognize and ignored the moment of warning, I had to go through pain. In today's Gospel from Luke chapter 19, verse 44, Jesus spoke over Jerusalem. He said, "They will crush you to the ground, you and your children within you, and they will not leave within you one stone upon another, because you did not recognize the time of your visitation from God." Brothers and sisters, Jesus wasn't angry, but he was heartbroken. He's saying, your destruction did not come because I did not visit you, not because I did not visit you, but it came because you did not recognize me, nor the moment. And the same applies to us. The pain does not come from God. It came because we ignored His voice. On the other hand, brothers and sisters, let me share with you what happened in my life when I recognized the moment of God's visit. Before marriage, I used to live in Penang. My husband was from Selangor, and I told him that after our marriage, that I will not leave Penang. Somehow, he agreed and accepted lovingly what I said. But however, over the months, while I was praying one day, in my prayer, the Lord told me to pray for my husband for a better job opportunity. And that requires us to move from Penang to another place. I was not comfortable with that message because it requires me to move out of my comfort zone, and also that did not fit my plan. So I told the Lord, Lord, give me a confirmation message. And in October 2015, when I attended and participated a worship concert by Don Moon in KL, he said a statement that sounded like a prophetic utterance. He said, if God asks you to move from one place to another, just obey because He will bless you. And I felt God's visitation right at that moment. This time, unlike the bicycle moment, I did not resist, I did not delay, but I obeyed the Lord. My husband got a job offer in Selangor. Meanwhile, I managed to get a transfer from KL, from Penang to KL. And the Lord did only what He can do. He opened doors of blessings in our lives. He elevated us, and we bloomed where He planted us. The contrast becomes crystal clear. When we ignore God's voice and His visit, we walk into battles that we don't have to fight, just like my bicycle fall. But when we recognize the moment of His visit, then we walk into blessings that He has already prepared for us. So, let us reflect, brothers and sisters. How many times have we brushed aside what the Lord has whispered to us? How many times the Holy Spirit has nudged to our heart, saying, move, let go, forgive, and obey. But our replies were, not now, later, I'm not ready. My friends, later is where many blessings die. Later is where many breakthroughs are being delayed. Later is when anointings are being missed. Therefore, the invitation for today is, if today you have listened to His voice, harden not your hearts. When God speaks, move. When grace knocks, do not delay, because later may be too late. So recognize Him, recognize the grace, and recognize the moment. God bless you.